I might do commentary here. Probably do some hybrid of the Omnia screenshot. That works too. Thanks for it too. Probably do some hybrid of commentary and stuff. What would I talk about even? Probably just like in the first two Monkey Ball games we would use boosting, but not now, not anymore. That's not in this game. Holding up's really good in this game. And we can still do skips like that. In general, top speed is faster in this game, so like a 53 hollow would be, it's kind of rare in the original Monkey Ball 2, but it's common practice in this game. You weren't following yet, Tyclus? That's really funny. Switches are still kind of bad in this game. In the original Monkey Ball 2, they sometimes wouldn't press, and that still happens here. Like, if I were to just hold up there on switches, it wouldn't have pressed. So I had to do a little neutral flick to make sure it pressed. I have Kokoms in mind if I get in. Not really. There's a good floaters. Alright, nice. Thankfully the tub skip is still in this game, and we can just hold up to it now. We don't have to do any sort of boosting. Slider skip is significantly harder in this game due to the worse air movement. And I still nailed it. Let's go. That's huge. So the rest of World 1 is pretty straightforward. I imagine in the actual run I might have more stuff I'd want to say. I really just did that. Ugh, I need to remember not to drift left until after I'm off the platform. But if this were a marathon run, around now might be when I call for donations. Just through Spinning Top and Curve Bridge. Or otherwise I could talk about how... I could talk about the Curve Bridge cycle in the original SMB2. And how it was really tight, and they fixed it in this game, so it's not anymore. So we don't have to have really tight movement to be able to make a cycle, we can just sort of chill out a little bit. Makes World 1 much easier. And of course there are no pause strats. That's not a thing we have to worry about either. Solid World 1. Hey Shade. Monkey Ball go fast. Ideally, yes. Threat on Banks is very similar. Lots of the strats carry over from the original Monkey Ball 2, but some of them don't. Most of the ones that don't are just air movement. You can still do a fast thing on Eaton Floor, but it is very difficult, so I took a slightly safer route there. Thanks, Shade. Hoppers is funny in this game, it's just a hold up. There are a few more hold ups in this game than there are compared to Monkey Ball 2. Well, especially because there's no boosting, hold up becomes the fastest way to beat the level if you can. Alright, Coastram doing a slightly tricky falling strat. Gotta land on the platform. Land on the platform again. Alright, we should be okay. Nice, not too bad. That's a little scary. Bumpy check can be really mean in this game. Can be really mean in the original as well. Wasn't quite sure where I was, so I played that a little safe. You can't retry as fast in this game as you can in the original Monkey Ball 2, so not dying becomes a little bit more important. Gravity Slider is another funny stage in this game. Drift to the side, hit this ramp, and then just make sure you land back on the stage, and you'll get a 48, which is basically unheard of in Monkey Ball 2. Getting a 48 on Gravity Slider.
Ready, go.
Felix doing GDQ submissions for a game that isn't out yet is too in character to handle. Party Ball is really nice to me there. It like completely stopped my momentum. Thank you, Party Ball.
Ready,
Okay, I'm gonna go for a strat here. Oh, I didn't get it. I'm probably just gone. Yeah, okay. I didn't have enough speed either to do what I was trying to do. Try it one more time. Oh, I kinda got it there, but then I...
fall out. Ready,
Alright, no more of that. Let's do this.
go.
If you hold up and then go neutral the exact correct time, then you can get a funny clip off of the disc.
Ready,
But it is quite difficult, and I haven't quite honed it yet. Alright, the camera's gonna go a little bit wild here. This game's camera really does not enjoy moving platforms. But we're through.
ready, go.
We're into World 3. Organic form sucks more in this game, because if you lose your speed, then it's harder to build it up again. Oh, come on. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, if I bet there are no boss strats in them. Well, that's not entirely true. There are... People are coming up with some, but you can't really rebuffer in this game. You can only do, like, one pauses. Fun fact, in SMB2 that goal spins on reversible gear, and in this game it does not. A change which I like, because it can be very tricky to get into that spinning goal sometimes. So, just having it stationary is pretty helpful. I wasn't expecting to get a bounce there, and I did. There we go. That's what stepping stones can look like if you do it well. I apologize for very, like, very mellow speaking. Not quite the word I wanted to use, but it's late and I'm trying to make sure that I don't wake up my partner who's sleeping in the other room. The other room, excuse me. Yeah. Dead. Yeah. I shouldn't have backed out. I should have just
Ready,
committed. I am using the square death zone, yes. This stage you can hold up and get a pretty solid setup for. But I definitely recommend that everybody, if you're playing this on Steam, go and change your Steam controller settings. Change your dead zone shape to square. It makes diagonals much better. They actually are full strength instead of like half strength. Mad Rings is hilarious in this game, it is just a hold up.
ready, go.
Ooh, okay. Scary.
Go.
Kirby Options is a relatively unexplored stage so far.
Ready? Go.
This one is yet another hold-up setup. Lots of hold-up setups in this game. Either it's the whole stage, or at least like half the stage, you just hold up, adjust from there.
Ready?
Okay.
Go.
The fastest strat on Cascade is really hard in this game due to the nerfed air movement, so... Oh, I'm dead anyway. Dang, had a little bit too much speed going into that.
Ready? Go.
Okay. Not the best World 3, but not the worst either. Assuming I get Junction, I won't be too terribly far behind.
Ready? Go.
Another difference between this game and SME2 is that in SME2, before and after every stage, you would do some menuing to skip some animations. And in this game, before and after levels, you literally cannot pause. The game will not let you. So there's no such menuing like that here. I almost forgot to split, which honestly is kind of nice. I don't necessarily miss the menuing. Oh, come on. Alright, giant come time.
Ready?
Like in SMB2, we kinda sprint through this one. Got up finesse for the setup. Beautiful. Hope I'm loud enough.
Ready?
I know I'm speaking softly. Let me know, chat. Oh, I'm alive. That's fine. I'll take that.
Go.
I am? Awesome. Thank you.
Ready?
You like holdups? Because we got more. Dynamic Maze and Triangle Holes coming up next are both holdups. I do like the new music. Not all of it, but a lot of it. I think World 6 is my favorite one so far. My favorite new track. And on World 7 I actually use a music cue for a strat. I'll explain it when I get to it. So.
Ready?
Launchers is a little bit terrifying in this game. Kind of is in Monkey Ball 2 as well. This works. This works. Just gotta make sure. Wow, I got a lot of height. Land on the thing. Good. Good. Now, where's the goal? There it is. Cool. I am currently using a PS4 controller. I was gonna use a GameCube controller, but
Ready?
the notches didn't seem to be helping. So I just used a PS4 controller. We'll set up here in randomizer. Decided to use a PS4 controller, and I used joystick to bind the D-pad to the arrow keys.
Ready?
Hold up here on coin slots. Gotta wait a while. Right about now. I think that was a bit late, actually. Yeah. Okay.
Ready?
I actually also have one of my shoulder buttons bound to hold straight up on my keyboard. And that way I don't have to take my hand off my joystick. Makes adjusting after hold-up strats way easier. Oh, coin slots is an evil stage.
Ready?
I hope that wasn't too late. That might have been. Just barely. Are you kidding me?
Ready?
I just claw grip for that? That's uncomfortable for me. I have small hands. Alright, please work. Thank you. Coin slots. That was one of the most annoying stages in the run. That window you have to hold up is actually rather small. I'm sure we'll find something for that in due time. Sub Bridge is a very movement-based level. One of the few very long levels in the entire run. Alright, mid 31, not too bad.
Ready?
I do a really silly strat here on Arthropod. The cycle is different compared to the original Monkey Ball 2. The goal comes up much earlier now. But I still... Yes! Beautiful. I still sort of throw myself at it while it's on the side. Saves a bit of time. Most of that time loss was coin slots. It's unfortunate. Maybe make it back though. Ooh, maybe could have gotten more mult flip with that. Oh well. I usually just go for a clip there for extra speed. I've kind of given up on clipping up to the top of the platform. It is a very rare thing to have happen.
Ready? Go!
Try to fall straight in here. Nice. Very happy to nail that first try.
Ready? Go! Go!
Good melting pot as well. Match shuffle, I'm gonna do a little bit of a neutral flick.
Ready? Go!
That might have been too much. Nope. We're fine. Please don't push me off. Beautiful. If I didn't do that neutral flick, I would just sort of bonk against the wall there.
Ready?
Neutral flick sets up the cycle. Here I'm gonna wait for 2.5 seconds. Hold forward. Drift to the right a little bit. Oh. Usually I'll go straight in, but occasionally you bonk. Not a huge deal. The shadows really go wild there, huh?
Ready?
I really hope they patch the dead zone stuff for console. Console players should be able to have the same experience as PC players. This game is really fun with the dead zone fix.
Ready?
I think they will, because I want to give the devs credit on this game. Like, they know what people want. I think they're trying to listen to the community at least a little bit. They clearly put effort into this game. Like, I think if there's a way they can obviously make the game better, they will. Maybe that's wishful thinking, but I'm trying to stay optimistic about this game because it's genuinely really solid. Monkey Ball hasn't had like a really good game like this in a while. Yes, first try tower is huge. That's a really hard strat in this game. Just because fall strats are a bit harder. The camera doesn't pan down as much as it does in SMB2, so it can be really hard to see. Oh, okay.
Out. Ready?
Maybe I... There we go. I was gonna say, maybe I should stop doing that strat, but no, I got a second trap. Neat little first cycle there.
Ready? Go!
Fluctuation, we're gonna align with this. And... oh, okay. Didn't quite make the cycle, that's alright. Still got a pretty fast finish. And that was a... pretty solid World 5.
Ready? Go!
Gonna do a safe strat here in combination. There are lots of fast strats on this level, but they're not super consistent. Yeah, the square dead zone thing should not matter for keyboard because those are all digital inputs.
Ready? Go!
Punch these thuds is very similar to strat we do in Monkey Ball 2. Oh, okay. That works. I was trying to clip off the hole and get a softer bounce so that I wouldn't lose all my speed like that, but they're relatively quick.
Ready?
Opera is terrifying in this game. You need a lot of control on this stage, and the physics are a bit slippery in this game. So it's kind of scary. We don't have like a full skip yet, so you gotta get over to here and then just sort of jump off and in. Very nice to hit that. You don't want to spend 20 seconds setting that up and then miss it. It's always heartbreaking.
Ready?
Alright, this is really funny. Brandish David is a hold-up in this game.
Go! Ready? Go!
Here's another level that's much the same. Okay, I'm gonna go for like the IL strat on cliffs. I got really close.
Ready?
It's probably not even faster to retry there. Given how long retries, excuse me, take in this game. I'm happy to hit that second try. That's pretty good. By far the fastest strat on that level. Narrow peaks, we're gonna go back a little bit, then start running forward just to get enough speed to do that.
Ready? Go!
They renamed the stage from Detour to Detours, plural, and I'm not really sure why. Okay, that happened. That was funny. Switch Inferno. Again, another stage that is much the same. Just gonna run up, hit the switch, and go in the goal. Final stage of World 6 is Boulders.
Ready? Go!
I'm gonna go for the fastest cycle here, which is easier to hit in this game compared to Monkey Ball 2. This looks good. Beautiful. And that's definitely a gold World 6. Saving a lot of time there.
Ready? Go!
Into World 7 we go. Barrel Bridge in Monkey Ball 2 is another instance of a level having a really difficult fast cycle. It's probably the most difficult cycle in the game to hit. But they changed it in this game, so it's not possible. Not possible to get a quicker cycle than this, as far as we know. It's maybe a task can do it, but the game is very new, we don't have that yet.
Ready? Go!
Come on.
Go!
So,
Ready?
in SMB2, on Obstacle, we actually use a pause strat here to flip up and over to the goal. And you can do it pauses, just like that. I can't believe I hit that, that's awesome. That's really hard to do pauses, but it is possible in this game, as you can see.
Ready? Go!
Hit the switch. Bounce off a domino to kill my speed, and just go in the goal. So, the next two levels are some of the hardest on the run. The last participative in particular is very difficult because, as I mentioned earlier, the controls are rather slippery. And so staying exactly in the middle on this bridge can be really hard. This is beautiful, though. Alright, cool. And then Flock is really hard, too, because, again, there's no pause strat for this. So I'm actually gonna neutral flick for the length of one beat in the music. Oh, hopefully this works. Huh. Yeah, okay. Try that again. No! Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Ready?
This probably isn't gonna work. The setup didn't feel good. No, it did. Please don't kill me again. Alright, wonderful. Ooh, I'm getting the faster cycle too. Okay. Well, that could have been worse. They're trying that. 42 cycles, not the end of the world. As time goes on, we'll find a better setup for that level, but that is one of the most inconsistent ones right now. It's up there with coin slots for sure. Double Spiral, we used to have in SMB2 a really wacky strat for this that relied on some weird collision. And that's another strat that does not work in this game, so... For now, we get to take it slow, take our 40, until somebody finds something else.
Ready, go!
Alright, well, really? Are you gonna... Can I get on the wall, please? Apparently, I could, but no. Never mind. Guess we're playing Hierarchy. How it is. Can I drop to the goal from here? Okay, it was worth a shot.
Ready,
That's definitely doable. I'm still not quite used to the air movement in this game. This is what I wanted to do.
go! Ready,
Okay, bracelets, another example of a skip, not quite working. And another example of a stage, I'm sure we'll see something else discovered on soon. It's just a really fun level though, so I'm not worried about having to play it casually. This is probably one of the best levels that they ever made. I don't think I've met a single person who doesn't like 8 bracelets. It's consistently tops like favorite stages lists.
ready,
In Quick Turn, yet again, just as in SMB2, is a hold-up stage. It's my drinking water stage.
perfect!
We're on with 7.
Ready, go!
There is a skip on 8 bracelets, but it is very hard for me. I haven't been able to consistently do it. You have to like go back to the starting platform and then run along the wall and hop in that way. And it's also hard because of the lack of air movement again.
Ready, go!
Cream another level that's more difficult in this game. Oh, that was nasty.
Out!
Another level that's more difficult in this game. In SMB2, we could really skip the whole level, jump over it, but that is harder in this game. That there.
Ready,
This works. I'll take this. Uh-oh. Oh.
ready,
It's another one of those stages that's just really inconsistent. At a certain point, it might be better for me to just learn the fast-forward cycle, rather than go for something like this.
ready,
Oh, there's the skip. Alright.
ready, go!
Bonk.
Ready,
Alright, Entangled Path has a really cool setup in this game. You run over to this corner and wait till about 53.5. Run to the left of this, bounce here, and go in. Came up with that setup because we needed something for that level. Entangled Path otherwise takes forever.
ready, go! Go! Ready, go!
It's probably another time where I'd call for donations. Next couple levels aren't super exciting. Oh yeah, another thing about this game. The party ball, like, catches you. It is way more forgiving in this game. than it is in SMB2. In SMB2, that thing will kill you.
Ready?
But it's kind of nice in this game. Goalposts, however, are not as nice. They will not catch you. They will destroy you. Anyway, without pause strats, we probably won't ever see a consistent, ridiculous skip here on Warp. Just gotta play the level.
Ready? Go!
This level's weird in this game. Secretly very difficult. Like that. That happens a lot, where I just don't get enough height for some reason, and I'm not sure why. We're past it, so that's nice.
Ready? Go!
Swing shaft we do pretty straightforward for now. I wouldn't be surprised if that changes in the future. People start going for clips off of this one again. Then on linear seesaws, the next level, I'm just gonna like full send it.
Ready? Go!
Hold forward the whole way till the very end, where I'm gonna adjust it a little bit, and then just sort of go in side goal. Ridiculous how consistent that strat is. It looks really scary every time, but it's very consistent.
Ready?
2 worlds to go. Material jump red goal is really hard in this one. But we just get blue goal. Still pretty quick. It's right there. Cross floor, yeah. Cross floors is cross floors. Nothing too special going on here. You can go for clips off these platforms for some extra speed, but that is quite difficult, very risky. Not something I want to do 30 minutes into a run.
Ready?
Spinning saw, I'm gonna wait half a second, and then go forward, and at a certain point, neutral. And pull forward again until the end. You just kind of go in, lines up that cycle very nicely. Trip pipes is much like it is in SMB2. You run at this, bounce here, and die, apparently.
Ready?
You get the idea. Do that again, but better. There we go. Flat Maze has turned into one of the scariest levels in the game. You can't really bounce from the slopes straight to the goal. Again, in SMB2. So you have to bounce first. Oh, yeah, I had like way too much speed. That was not happening. Still, I need to start pulling back a little bit earlier.
Ready?
Nice. Okay, there we go. It's always really scary. Especially because even on the bounce, you can sometimes clip the bottom of the platform that the goal sits on and die off that, so... Not much to say about guillotine. The ridiculous strat where you get hit by the guillotine into the goal does still exist, but that's the IL only strat. Very, very precise.
Ready? Go!
Thank you for the compliment, Again, got the tone for GDQ. I'd be a little bit more animated during the actual event. Again, it's just late here. Try not to wake people up. But I have run a GDQ a couple times before, so I do know what I'm doing.
Ready? Go! Go! Ready? Go!
I want to go for the twin base and scoop strat. That was probably not gonna work too well. That scared me. You could do something very similar to the strat from... Actually, exactly like the strat from Monkey Ball 2. It still works in this game.
Ready?
But air hockey in this game kills a lot of runs. I'll say that. There we go. Good. That goal can be really hard to get into because its momentum is mostly sideways.
Ready? Go!
It's moving slowly enough that sometimes in SMB2, the game would just like give you it if you like went through the goalpost or something. If you were moving fast enough, or if the goal was moving fast enough. This air hockey in this game is not moving fast enough for that to happen. So it's not as generous either. Seems in making the stage easier, they also made it harder. Anyway, we do have to play gimmick here. The skip that we do in SMB2. Oh no, the button didn't give me a good collision.
Ready?
The skip that we do in SMB2 probably is possible, but very, very difficult. We used a pause strat for it in that game. I'm sure we would in this game if we could. But fortunately we can't. Wait a little bit longer to make sure I'm good here. Still worked perfectly. Hand my camera up just to make sure I could see this turn. When you're rolling at full speed, the camera in this game pans enough to where you can't always exactly see because your character's in the way. Shout out to Tails, by the way. Of course, playing as Tails, not the guest characters in this game. Not the characters in general. Could have a huge bid war out of this. Really wanted to.
Ready? Go!
Ah, no! Mountain!
Ready?
They changed the mountain cycle in this game to where this stage is actually a little bit scary and really cool now, in my opinion. No longer just to hold up and adjust.
Ready? Go!
Oh, I used a little bit of manual camera there too to help me. Can't believe I haven't touched on this yet, but you can move the camera manually with your right stick in this game.
Ready? Go!
So I actually did that to sort of get a better up input to help me out. Cardinals are 1.1 times stronger than diagonals in this game. Well, it doesn't end up mattering too much. If you want to hold, or if you can hold a cardinal, rather, then you should. You'll want to be holding cardinals. No diagonals if you can help it.
Ready? Go!
Any sort of skip on Labyrinth is rather difficult, so you get to see like the casual route, so to speak. Go this way. Go here. Up this ramp, turn around, and go up this ramp. Look at the time bonus. Lots of levels in World 10, like that one, take forever. I called it Labyrinth, that's because that was what it was called in Monkey Ball 2. It's called Crazy Maze in this game, because I took the deluxe names from those stages. But I know it is Labyrinth, so I'm going to keep calling it Labyrinth. And here they put stairs in my ball game. Once again, because no pause strats, you just gotta climb these. Stairs in ball game. The last couple stages. Ask for donations or something, should this be accepted. Only a few levels to go. This one is really cool. Gonna wait a second. Hold forward. Bounce. And adjust. You can soar into the goal at a 55. I can't believe that cycle works out perfectly for that. It's really cool.
Ready? Go!
What I said about no pause strats? That means we actually have to play invisible. there's a clip you can do off this S here to skip a portion of the level. I am not going to go for it because this run is really good, and I don't want to fail it. Alright, we are now down to what they have replaced created by with.
Ready, go!
AV is not involved with this game. So they had to change the stage that contains their logo. And is now called a last stage. To be the last stage in story mode. And time. And that is a world record as well. Cool. I'm sure this world record will be beaten, like, tomorrow. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably use this as my submission video for GDQ. Yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for your consideration. Hope you liked what you saw.